time to go play in the woods, and today we're at Farley Park, West Bromwich.
This week's session is all about insects. At this time of year, some insects that have been hibernating will begin to wake up and go and find some food to fill their bellies. As this week's all about insects, we thought we'd have a go at making some. So the first one we're going to make is some bees, like this one. To make our little bee, we looked on the ground in the park for some pine cones. Then we took some yellow wool and tied it around the cone. Wrap the wool around the cone to make the bee's stripy yellow body. Next, we cut some wing shapes out of some white paper. You can secure them to the bee using the wool by crossing the wool over the middle of the wings in an X shape and then tying it off. And here are our little bees buzzing around the flowers.
So the next insect that we're going to make is a dragonfly. So we need to take a length of our wool and we're just going to tie it to the end of our stick, and this is to make the body of our dragonfly. And they're normally blue, sometimes green, so you can choose what colour you want. And then we're just going to wrap it round the stick all the way along. Now to make the wings, we can either use leaves or we can cut them out of paper. So folded the paper in half and we've just done the shape, and they're long and thin wings on a dragonfly. Open them up and we've got our wings, and we're just going to, you could glue that onto the back of your dragonfly. I'm just going to use a little bit of the leftover wool. And I'm just crossing it over to hold it in place and tying it at the back. And there's our lovely dragonfly. So once you've got your little bumblebee and your dragonfly, we're going to use these in a story. These are going to be our main characters, Buzzy the bumblebee and Danger the dragonfly. So they're going to be our main characters in a story, but we're also going to use some story stones. Now I've got a bucket full of story stones here with lots of different pictures on. There's a little girl, might be a bear in our story. Ooh. Some clouds. So we're going to make our own story stones to go with our dragonfly and our bumblebee. Now to make the story stones really easy, just need to find some stones. Smooth ones are the best so that you can draw on them. I've got a few stones here that we can use, and I've got some special paint markers, but you can use Sharpies or just felt pens.
One beautiful sunny day
in a woodland far, far away.
There lived Buzzy the bee.
And Danger the dragonfly.
Now Danger earned his name because he was very good at finding where there was danger, and one day he found this big fire happening in the beautiful woodlands.
He hoped that the clouds would send rain to put the fire out.
But they didn't. And so Danger thought, what am I going to do? What shall I do?
So he asked Buzzy the bumblebee for some help. Help me put out the fire.
Now Buzzy the bumblebee thought, what puts out fire? I know, water. And so he buzzed down to his favourite stream and gathered up loads of water and then buzzed over to the fire and put the fire out. Nice work, Buzzy the bee.
Danger Dragonfly was really pleased and became friends with Buzzy the bumblebee.
And they all lived happily ever after.
Yay!
That's all we've got time for. We hope you get a chance to go out and have a play this week. Why not try making your own insects or your own story stones? Bye!